How's it going, everyone? Sunday coffee break. Man, this week was kind of slow. I did some videos. I did a couple of videos, I think, is what I ended up doing. The one that you seen yesterday, and one other one on a vibratory cleaner that ended up not being so good. The one yesterday, working upstairs at the arcade, those ones seem to be losing their views, not getting as many on them. So I've been working over at the arcade in the store, and I just haven't been doing any videos because of the count being down, and it just seems like people are losing interest in what I'm doing over there. It's kind of hard to figure out what people want to watch anymore. I guess I could go out and video myself raking leaves. Maybe that would gain a lot of views. Same with the... Okay, just lost it. Went in and came right out. I did some other stuff yesterday. Oops, God, hit the right one. Did some other stuff this week. Started doing a video on a little DVD player that ended up going into the trash. And, no sense in posting that. Doesn't seem like people really care about if it works or not, or if it doesn't work. So, needless to say, it became dumpster food. Started on something else too I was messing with. And, a fencer. Cracked open the back and noticed that we had little components laying on the inside, and so now I got to find a schematic for it to find out where stuff goes in it. It's for a buddy of mine. It's a good fencer. It's an old Wizard. I think it's from 1961. It's a real good one. But when you open them up and there's parts laying on the inside, it's kind of tough if you're not familiar with that fencer as to where stuff goes. And I'm not just going to guess and put stuff in willy-nilly and blow it, because it's a good fencer, and it probably works once I get everything all put back in it where it belongs and replace some components. Looks like somebody had already been in it and did some upgrades on it, but the soldering on it was really atrocious, and like I said, components were falling off on the inside, and you can't tell where they were soldered in. It was that piss poor. So, needless to say, I got to find a schematic for it so I can figure out where everything goes and get that up and running. That one's going to be kind of like a full restoration. It's pretty rusty and nasty looking, and we're going to go through it and make it look all purty again and look like a new. It's pretty much what I did this week. Like I said, working over at the arcade. I started downstairs, and with the interests falling off on what I'm doing over there, I didn't do any video and what I'm doing now. I'm just I'm moving stuff around, rearranging downstairs, gonna build a counter, move my skill machines over to a different area, move a lot of the stuff that's over in that area up towards the front. I have found over the years that I think I've touched on this before, that if the skill machines are too close to the door, people don't like to play them because somebody will come in the door and say, "Oh!" So I need to move them. Like I said, I think I've talked about that before. I got my first shipment of ends units today. which was Thursday. So I'll be posting, or I did post on Facebook what came in, and that should help if I can start gaining back my old customers that I had in town. Some of them, it'll sure help with income as far as the store goes. The arcade, done. There hasn't been anybody in to play since a week after Labor Day, which I expected, as everybody goes home, closes up, and goes home. They're still hauling pontoon boats out. There's still quite a few down out on the lake. But a lot of those people are diehards. They'll keep them in as long as they can. But most of them, come Labor Day, they start pulling stuff out. Getting cold, as you can tell. I got my hoodie on today. Last weekend was cold. This weekend is cold. October's weekends just are not panning out very well. I don't know if Waterford's closed or not. I haven't heard from TC about it, if he's done. Up at Waterford Flea Market auction, we took a load of stuff to the auction Tuesday. Sell a bunch of stuff that's been sitting around and out on tables too long, and just under tables, or just kind of clearing out stuff and getting rid of it, selling it. At least get something out of it. I got money tied up in it. I got a lot of money tied up in storage with all my juice and all that, and you know what are you going to do? And now that it's outdated, I've been using it and haven't had a problem. Okay, where was I before my camera said change your battery pack? Some people will not use anything that's outdated. Juice does go out of date, but I have found myself anyway, it's better the longer it sits. It ages, kind of like fine wine. Turns to vinegar. Let's see, last weekend got Saturday in. Sunday was too nasty, and this weekend's a carbon copy. Looks like we'll do Saturday and we'll stay home Sunday. So like I said, they have not been very well, the weekends here in October. Normally we get some decent ones, but so far we haven't gotten anything nice in October. Cold, like I said, yeah, just sit around and drink coffee. I keep threatening to work on pinball machine. Scorpion sitting here. And this time of the year is tough. You know, when there's no push to get anything in the arcade. So it's kind of like I have all winter to mess with stuff. I've been threatening to take Kodak over, but I'm just not looking forward to moving that heavy thing. But it's got to be done. Need to get it over there so then I can pull Scorpion out and start working on it. Get it ready and get it over there and start pulling stuff out of storage. Paying for storage, and stuff's just sitting there and just needs worked on and fixed, and then can be put in the arcade. But that's just the way it goes. I'm gonna take a break, maybe. I don't see anything else lying around here that I ruined or need to ruin. Do a video on ruining. Alright. Take a quick break. See, Wednesday I posted a video on that Micronta Radio Shack multimeter that I've had sitting around. I kind of had it sitting here for backup in case I needed to use a multimeter as an analog. I posted a video on that. I had to fix it so I could work on my digital multimeter and Ryobi battery that had died on me, and we tore that down and we got the analog multimeter going, and then we ended up fixing the digital multimeter. There'll be a video out on that. Let's see, I think the next Wednesday video will be on the Ryobi battery, and then the following Wednesday will be on the digital multimeter that I have that I fixed. Unless I find other stuff to make some more videos on, I'll post 2 during the week, maybe like Tuesday and Thursday. But right now, it's just going to be Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Saturday usually being my long format if that's what I have. But I kind of try and keep that series that I'm working on going on Saturday, and Wednesday just kind of videos that I do on different things, that it's not going to be a series, it's just going to be a single video. And you know, unless I start getting into something a little more heavy where I'll be doing a longer series, I'll run 2 series a week. Just trying to keep everything moving along here. Been gaining quite a few subscribers on the channel. Views are up. The shorts, I try and do a short on Tuesday. Do my shorts on Tuesday. But this week I didn't. I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. I just didn't see anything that I wanted to do in my shorts. So I left that out this week. And then I thought of something today, and it's like, maybe next week. Maybe I'll do a short next week. They seem to work. They get quite a few views. Not as many as as you would think. So you gain views. You gain views, but it doesn't really, to me, it doesn't work as like YouTube wants it to work for you, or they tell you it's going to work for you. I don't know. No creativity when it comes to your shorts. So I just kind of, if I think of something, then I do it in my shorts. Other than that, no, I enjoy doing my videos, long format and kind of semi. Although they consider a long format video anything, I think, over 5 minutes or something. Anything over 5 minutes is a long format. To me, anything over half an hour is a long format. Anything under half an hour is kind of a short format. But now they like those little short clips. But it's kind of tough to do anything, show anybody anything if you're doing a 5-minute video where you do it lapse time at 10 times. I mean, it's just a blur trying to do something. Most of my lapse times I do 3 times, and I can shorten stuff up, because some of my videos run an hour and a half. I've had them hour and 45 minutes, and I've had to cut stuff out and do elapsed times so you can get it right around an hour anyway. Instead of splitting it up, and when you split them up, it seems like people lose interest. People that are interested in what you're doing, once they get started watching it, they want to sit there and watch you do the whole, get through the whole thing. That's why when I'm doing pinball machines and video games and stuff like that, I like to get to a point where, we have some sort of resolution, and then stop there and then move on to something else to fix on it in the next video. But sometimes it doesn't work out that way because you get really involved in a board set or something like that. So you kind of try and figure out what to do as far as elapsed time, so you can break it and make it go a little quicker. If not, people lose interest and drop out. You get a lot of ups and downs during videos. People find out, will tune into the video, watch, see what you're going to do, and then they'll jump to some point in the middle, and then a little after, and then the end, and and they're gone. I guess people are just so busy that you can't actually sit down and watch through a whole video. That's right, watch time's weird. I know a lot of people that watch my videos all the way through, from start to finish, but you still get out of an hour-long video, your average watch time is 15 minutes. And it's like, and you only have like 25 views, and 10 people that watch them all the way through, and it's like, how the hell does that work? Whatever. Just makes you wonder sometimes about how that stuff, analytics, work. I look at that and start looking at analytics and all that stuff, and it's like, God, that hurts my head. I'm not doing that. Give me a circuit board to work on. That don't hurt my head. Analytics does. So let's see. Yep. Like I said, we took a load to the auction for Monday. Get rid of some stuff that's been sitting around a little too long. Did some videos this week. Getting cold. Coming towards the end of the outdoor market. Still no heat in the garage, so I'll be working over at the arcade. Probably more. And there's only so much I can do over there, and then I'm done. So I hope the store picks up so we can, so money, start getting a little more money, and then I can start buying some parts for these other projects that I have sitting around in the garage that's kind of just sitting in the way. And I'm not about to put them back in the van and take them back over to storage. They're here. I'd rather wait till I get the money to fix them, and then when I move them the next time, they're going in the arcade. I hate moving stuff back and forth like that. Bring it out of storage, take it back to storage, bring it out of storage, take it back to storage. Man. Moving it once is bad enough, but I'm not into moving it 3 or 4 times. Just not into it anymore. You get a little older, and you kind of want to work a little smarter, not harder. And sometimes you don't want to work at all. Sometimes your body doesn't want to work at all. Your head says yes, and your body says, yeah, right. Maybe tomorrow, check with me. So, let's see, I'm going to take another break here, quick break. Looks like this episode's probably going to be shorter because I haven't had a whole lot to do. Didn't do a whole lot this week, I should say. Well, I did, But what I did do, took a whole day, and and you get an hour's video out of a whole day's worth of work, because you can't show everything you're doing, or it would be an 8-hour long video. So let me take a break, and we'll see what else I can come up with, and we'll chat a little more. Let's see, I did hear from a pretty good source, in fact a very good source, that JJP, that's Jersey Jack Pinball, is coming out with a new pinball machine. I think they're debuting it down at Texas Pinball Expo, or Pinfest, whatever the hell it is down there. I think that's where they're going to probably unveil it. And what I heard it's going to be is Purple Rain. Going to be a Prince theme. Purple Rain pinball machine. Seems like the pinball manufacturers are really wearing out the 80s rock band, 70s and 80s rock band themes. Well, they did Godzilla. Stern did Godzilla. That was that's an oldie. Let's see, first Godzilla movie was 1946 or 52, somewhere in there. So that that's probably been long in coming, that somebody do a really good Godzilla pinball machine. I have not seen it, played it, just kind of seen some little bit of video on it. The new ones just don't interest me. Not in the least. They look nice, but a little too involved, too intense, I guess. No, not too intense. I don't know, too much going on. Just give me a flat table with drop targets and bumpers and kickers, and specials and extra ball, and I'm happy. I do really like playing my Sharky Shootout, the one we finished up not too long ago. That's another one that I try and play every time I'm over there during the weekend or during the week. I always turn it on and hit a couple credits on it and play it. I really do like playing that. The only thing I don't like about it is the drop targets seem to brick an awful lot. I found that on Gorgar too. Gorgar? Over Star Trek. Let me think here. Now, Gorgar doesn't brick too bad. The drop targets don't brick too awful bad. Star Trek. No, those ones aren't too bad either. But there's a Lightning. Another Stern. That one, the drop targets seem to brick an awful lot on Lightning as well. And that kind of pisses you off when you're playing, because you know that, especially if there's only one drop target left, and you hit that sucker 2 or 3 times and it bricks, and that just irks you, because then you get to go to the next level, like extra ball or move up to 2 times. But no, it has to brick on you. What a pain. Seems like the old ones, the old style, the EMs, I've never had any problems with any of the old EMs, the drop targets bricking on them. It's always the newer ones, they brick. Whack that sucker and it laughs at you. Said, you want me to do what? Yeah, try again, buddy. Nope. Don't like a brickin' drop target. And I'd rather play pinball than video games, except for bowling, Silver Strike. I really enjoy playing Silver Strike. I love throwing darts, so I can't wait to get started on the 2 dart machines we have. Always talk about them because I can't wait to get started on them because I love playing darts. Always did. Especially when I was drunk. Nothing better than hitting that bullseye 3 times in a row, getting a turkey, and hearing that sucker really the sound it makes when you hit three bullseyes in a row with 3 darts. Was in dart tournaments. Wasn't good enough. Wasn't that good, but I like. What the hell? I like to play. It's fun. Love playing darts. Always liked playing pool, but there's too much drama involved with pool. That's why I won't have a pool table. It's kind of a white elephant too. Yeah, it takes up so much room, and you don't make much money on it because the games can last a long time. They're great for bars because that means just more drinks. The longer it takes you to play pool with somebody, the more you drink. I don't know. Hopefully something happens here and I can start having a little bit more to talk about than the rehashing some old crap that I've been talking about on Sundays. Just getting to be that time of the year. So I guess I'm just gonna cut this one short. Gonna cut it in my shorts. And maybe I'll do a short on it. In my shorts. So I hope you enjoyed the Sunday coffee break. Such as it was. And I hope to see you next Sunday on Sunday Coffee Break. Until then, have a great week. See ya.